This is a tutorial on how to use Cut Studio and cutting out on the vinyl sign cutter. So to start off with, Cut Studio will start something like this. For this demonstration, I'm going to make something really simple to cut out. So I'm just going to draw a simple little circle, and I'm just going to zoom in. And what I'm going to do is just check to see how big this is. So this circle right here is down in here, 2 inches by 2 inches. So I'm actually going to make it a bit smaller, and I'm just going to put a square inside it for something to do. So there is my basic thing that I want to cut out. Okay, now to get started, I need to set the vinyl sign cutter up. So I'm just going to click here, and there's the sign cutter. And there's a couple things that I need to do. So first off, I need my material. So that's the material I'm going to use. To get started, there are rollers right here, and I'm just going to put my hand to the back, and you can see the one roller move, and you can see this roller move. They need to be in the white area. So there's a white area right about here. You can see it on the screen, a white area there, and there's a white area way down here. Okay, so this is a smaller piece, so I'm going to slide this roller within the white here, and then the first roller, I'm going to slide it to the edge. Second thing that's hard to see is right here, there is an eye, and it's an optical eye that senses the material, and there's also one on the back side. So when the material goes in, like so, it needs to cover the eye, and it needs to be on the rollers that are within the white in here. Okay? Now, the next part of this demo is to set up the machine. So on the screen here, you can see it says roll. I'm going to arrow down once to piece, and then I'm going to hit enter. And what it's going to do is load the material now, and it will go back and forth, and it's going to sense the size of the material, and you can see right here that it's not over the eye anymore. So it's actually set it up to be exactly in position to start. So over in the corner, it's going to waste a bit of material here, it's going to waste a bit of material at the back. Okay, but that's basically all I need to do. And you can see the size right here is 4.9 by 2.9 inches, okay, width and length. Now I'll go back to the sign cutter program, Cut Studio. The next step is to actually get the sizes into the machine, or set it up. So I go to File, Cutting Setup, make sure I got the right printer. So in here there might be a whole bunch of different ones. Roland GX24 is what it's called. On your machine it might be called Vinyl Sign Cutter. Okay, I go to Properties, and I'm just going to switch this to inches so you can see this. Right now it's defaulted to 23 inches by 63. That's not how big that material is. So I'm going to go to Get From Machine, and now you can see the width is now coincides 4.86, which is 4.9, by 2.86, which is 2.9 on the machine. And I hit OK. Then I hit OK again, and you can see the material comes out on the screen. Now, the object I want to cut isn't quite on there, so I can just go up to here and go Move, and it moves the object to the origin, whereas in the very beginning cut spot, I don't want to waste a lot of material. The other thing is I can hit Fit, and if I hit Fit, it basically just puts that object right in the screen so I can work with it. So if I was to move any of this, I'm going to hold the Shift key down, select the other object, do this, and again, hit Move to Origin, it just starts it right in the corner. Okay? So now that I'm at that stage, I just need to cut it out. So the word cutting right here, or I can go File, Cutting. It's not printing, you're cutting. So I'll hit Cutting and OK, and as soon as I hit OK, it's going to start. And you can see the machine start up, move around, cut it, and that's it. It's done my square and my circle. At the back there's a lever. I push it back. I can now remove the material, and if you can see on here, I'm just going to remove it. There is my circle, there is my square. Okay? But that is the basics of how to use the vinyl sign cutter for cutting a piece out. Now the last thing I should actually say is, it says sheet unloaded here, so all I do if I want to set it back is I hit Menu, and it goes all the way back to the beginning to get set up for the next piece. So again, how to set up for cutting a piece using Cut Studio and the vinyl sign cutter.